Agreed. Taking a look here at the chat. I almost called it Twitch chat. Ooh. We have a prediction that there will be at least one champion per team, and Kodo Draco raises that at least 2.
Wow. I don't know if I believe that.
We are into draft, everybody. We have the Silver Smashers on blue with Team Unknown on red. And
wait, what patch is this? 15.3? That's not a real patch. It's like
it's season
800 numbers now.
Yeah, it's season 25.1.3 or something like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's some crazy looking thing now.
Honestly, when looking at the client, it's a little bit easier to read. I don't know if it's the letter S or what, but it was just V 14.6 last time, or 14.2.6 or something like that. For some reason, it made more sense in my mind.
Glad it did for you.
Yeah, same here.
All right, here we go.
We got to back up. Teemo has been banned, and that's actually not a bad ban. Hold on. I'm going to phrase this carefully. That ban is good against Team Unknown and is always welcome when I'm watching a game. There.
Yes. Along with who's the other one you hate in the top lane up there? Yeah, that ban is always welcome for you. So Kodo Draco is not in the jungle this time, huh?
No.
He went back up to top lane?
He has been for a while. For the last few tournaments, there have been members of Team Unknown who haven't been able to make it, and Kodo Draco has been up on the top side the last, I think, 3.
Skarner ran. So what? So Mel, they probably don't want Mel in the bot lane, I'm assuming, for this one. Skarner got nerfed, but still good. He's actually not a permaban now. Oh, Rook's getting the Aurora again. I did like the Aurora last time. That was a good
I thought it looked really good. Did quite a lot of damage. And one of the things that I noticed was Rook knew how far those abilities reached. It was impressive to see just how close he got to proccing things versus actually proccing them, dodging other spells, using the W and the E.
Oh.
And it was fun.
We're getting some picks I did not think of. Galio and Free Boss Man Jack has picked up the Udyr. Man Bear Pig is in the house.
Galio just got buffed, did he not?
He got nerfed.
He got nerfed.
Yeah, just his base health, I believe, was nerfed. I can't remember if there was anything else, but I do remember base health was nerfed.
Yes. Yeah, it got dropped just a little bit. I have it on my second screen over here. Wow.
And I'm trying to remember the matchup. I like playing Aurora into Galio. I don't think it's that bad, but I think overall Galio does beat Aurora. But I've probably played against bad Galios, so that's probably the reason I don't mind.
It is entirely possible. And
yeah, I've had matchups in solo queue that like I would win on a champion playing like all the time, but that you get into an organized team with a good player mid and you realize, oh, he's playing champion correctly, and this is why you shouldn't play into him.
Yeah. The MF is a pick that scares me, especially when there are still so many other options that can do well into it. The Galio in particular, for first example, is strong into Misfortune. Udyr strong into Misfortune. There's no mobile spell that MF has to avoid the Twitch. So I think that Team Unknown is pretty well set up to deal with that particular carry so far.
Yeah, and I would definitely ban an enchanter now. Get Lulu out of here. If you're on Silver Smashers, you do not want like Lulu with Twitch or another champ that's going to enable Twitch to just do more of what he wants.
They have the chance now. There are 2 ban slots available. Neither team has shown a support, and so pinching that role, I think, is a great idea.
Yeah, there's no reason to let that in on Twitch right now. You don't want him to be even more empowered because you've all been the 3-0 Twitch just all of a sudden appears in your top lane and kills you.
Mhm.
And when laning phase is like 8 minutes in because he got fed bot lane and just roamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the most frustrating thing about it is when you look at how close you think you can get on your own playing Twitch, it's like, how did he get that close? He just
Yeah.
popped up out of nowhere. A good Twitch player knows how to really sneak up and
Yeah.
take advantage of that queue. Our last ban coming out here, it is Yumi. I think that's a great choice of a ban, especially like you've been talking
Yeah.
about
You
pairing
can
with the Twitch.
double up on both of them being invisible. And then Yumi just makes it, it's a 2v1 because she has to be on you no matter what you do. And it makes Twitch even stronger. So, I do like the Braum, though. I think that's nice. Block the MF ult. Throughout the Winter's Bite, get the stun on somebody. Twitch can proc that from across the map because he can shoot from so far with his ultimate.
I concur. I think that Braum is one of the most powerful champions with people who can effectively use his passive, but
Yeah.
also for the amount of stuff he can block. Ivern locked in.
Yeah, they're really low damage except for ADC. So what top lane's gonna need to be a carry, I would think. Unless it's Kodo Draco's taking Galio top or we're getting Udyr top and they're just because both of those could possibly go top, but they're gonna need some more damage on this team.
Mhm.
Because if Twitch is behind, like who you the team's squishy, but they're gonna have shields with Ivern and and then they got another big tank. So
I wouldn't hate seeing a high damage bruiser. I would say something like the Ambessa would be a good choice. Even if you're scared, you could
okay,
go Cassante, but instead you get
that's
a damage source.
so we're getting. I'm assuming Galio top because
Yeah,
if he
that's what I
went
would think.
jungle, that would be really weird.
Especially with his Justice Punch not being able to go through terrain, that
Yeah.
would be a little detrimental
Okay, good.
to
I
the
think
idea.
Azir really rounds this out well. You've got 3 beef balls and a whole bunch of damage from range. So
Yeah, I can see it, and it's another way to get onto
wait,
the misfortune.
wait.
Wait.
Look, look at Silver Smashers. Look at the
Yep.
surprise that is coming on
Yep.
that side. That's the surprise.
Every time. Every time. It's always fun to see. They did this in game number 1 where they locked in
Mhm.
Ambessa, Amumu, and then Mel, and you think, okay, that's your top jungle mid, but it was actually your mid, jungle, and bot lane. So Silver Smashers doing a lot of fun tricks with their draft. I knew that the moment we saw the Ivern, something was going to go silly because either he's
Yeah.
playing support or your Xin Zhao's going top and you keep the Maokai on bottom. I don't know.
I just figured support, and then no, we're Xin Zhao supporting. Okay, well let's see how that goes then, right? I've
True
never
to
seen Xin Zhao support, so
true to form, though, it's going to be that high pressure kill lane that we saw, or similar to what we saw before. It was let's see, it Pike Mel, yeah, Pike Mel, where they were able to just push, push, push. And then what did they play last game? It wasn't the Zaya Rakan, it was the other two. It was Jinx and
I just don't know if I would
um,
pick someone like Xin Zhao into a Braum, because if you go in, it's like Leona into Braum. If you go in, you're kind of just gonna stand there. You're gonna get your stun off combo, but then Braum's gonna punch you in the face, and you're gonna get frozen just in place. And he has a shield to block whatever damage. I don't know. It seems spooky to me to have that support. But I guess anything can happen, right? It's
anything can happen. And
if
this
everyone played everything perfect, these games would be boring, and because you'd know just looking at draft who would win.
exactly. And that's one of the big reasons why I love players doing things like this. There's a great example for Worlds when the misfortune support came out. It was a way to deal with Zyra, right? You could throw down the
Yeah,
make it rain to stop the plants from doing what they're doing, or from keeping her away from summoning the plants. And so maybe there's some dark tech somewhere where Xin Xiao can jump in and use his crescent sweep to get other people away.
Yeah.
So single target damage is better. I don't know.
You know who else isn't terrible into a Zyra? Mel. One auto attack kills her plant.
There you go. Because it
Yeah.
stacks up with the passive.
Well, yeah, you just auto it once and it executes it off the first auto.
Oh,
so it's almost like MF's Q, where you Q through the plant, it kills it instead of having to auto it multiple times. So I don't know if it'd be a direct counter, but she's good into just killing the plants really quick. So you don't have to auto it 3 or 4 times.
That is good to know.
The only reason I know that because I had one go against me in the mid lane when I was playing Gal. And I was like, what is this?
This, my friend, is what we call a counter.
Yeah, it wasn't a counter.
No. All right, everybody. Draft is done. We're also pretty much done with our spectator delay. We're just waiting on the loading screen. We have the Silver Smashers versus Team Unknown, game number 1 of our finals for February. Let's see a little bit more excitement in our chat. We know Brizabel is rooting for Silver Smashers, actually, which surprised me. I just saw you. You took a look over. You're like, wait a minute. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. I don't know how. I'll start over. What I want to see is bot lane pathing from the Silver Smashers.
Yeah.
Use that Xin Zhao. You have so much good. If you're already setting up plays like he was in the jungle, you give him the shield from the Ivern and send him in. That would be a great way to start snowballing the bottom side.
Yeah. Yeah, you would definitely want to get a focus on bot lane and mid. You could probably just let top lane slug it out all game. I probably would not focus my efforts up there. Just 2 meatballs, let them do meatball stuff and get your carries ahead. Typical top lane stuff, just get ignored. Like the goofy stepchild nobody wanted.
Well, as a middle child who plays top lane, I do know how that feels. It's better that way. We all feel that way.
Yeah.
But then, so mid lane, we talked about how Rook has been piloting the Aurora so far. How does that matchup go into Azir typically?
I'm pretty sure it's Aurora favored because she's way burstier than him. And can just you can fight him a lot better earlier than he can fight you because he needs to scale up. So I've only played it a couple times, but you can pretty much out trade him, especially early when you get the passive procs off. So he can't really, especially do anything level 1. And you take your Q level 1, all you have to do is Q auto Q, and you'll just chunk him. So, and you can walk past the soldiers is what I would do. You walk up, try to get those early trades on him if you can, and force him backwards so you can get lane control. Because if she does have that heal, so if you constantly are proccing your passive, you're stacking the extra heals, and you'll end up just coming out of the trades better.
That makes sense. All right, everybody, we are on the Rift for game number 1 of our finals. This is a best of 3. I see a question in the chat. When is March? It is on the exact same date because February is exactly 28 days. So March 15th will be our March tournament. It will be at the same time at 1 p.m. Pacific. And just as a reminder, April has also been announced. That will be April 19th. Remember to go to Battlefy, not start.gg. Get your team signed up and we will see you there. But not until after these finals go through. First gank. Oh my gosh.
Wow, Xin Zhao just coming in hot off the side there.
Yeah. But
although, I kind of think that Braum and should just go down there and force MF off the wave. Because it makes Xin Zhao miss more XP. So they're desynced with their levels.
I thought that's what they were doing at first. Valentine was walking close to EJ Crafter. But the other thing we need to pay attention to here is that top lane is indeed getting ganked. Kodo Draco is in some trouble, hit with the root collar, but lands the Idol of Duran to stop the further advance. Twisted advance into Bramble Smash. Kodo Draco does not have flash anymore, but he will make it out alive.
And that's not super terrible. He was actually able to get the lane pushed all the way in, so he's not going to lose a bunch of minions under his tower. It's going to push back to him, so he should be fine from that. He'll get back in time to catch the wave and maybe even freeze it in front of his own tower.
It is always good when you have a play that saves the game for yourself. Free Bossman Jack going against Grumpy. They get rooted in under the brush. Death forces a flash.
Oh!
Badman Jack goes down. Rook picks that one up. The flashes and re-engages from the teams are strong. Death is really low.
Nice flash.
Away from the spell.
No, he walked back!
With the root collar, and Rook takes him down.
No.
2 out of 3 for
that feels so bad.
Silver Smashers.
He walked back and got auto
Another
attacked.
engage here on the top. Bramble Smash does not interrupt the Idol of Durand. Kodo Draco comes out ahead on that trade.
Oh, he was almost there, man. I feel so bad. He turned around and got auto attack down, and I believe the passive went off for Rook.
The rush from never mind. Engage onto Valentine. Kiroro does exactly what he needs to do, throwing up the Unbreakable, but somehow an auto or two go from EJ Crafter goes down. Flash forward, Yoshiji is going to take a turret shot. He will go down. EJ Crafter also takes a shot. Valentine into the queue. He's got to be careful. Poison is down on the ground trying to do some work.
EJ almost took another tower shot there, was just on the edge of it shooting at him. That would have given Twitch a double kill. Or no, a single kill, because Braum got the other one. But
yes.
still, a kill would have been really good. They both get a kill. Turned around just in time. This Galio matchup seems tough for Maokai, doesn't it?
Because Maokai is such low damage and the magic damage shield from Galio's W is just innate, I think that you're not going to get a whole lot done if you're Mr. X here. Even though going in with the Twisted Advance is the way to go, Kodo Draco just wins out on this trade so far, especially with the Yoshiji here. He decides he's going to die, so he kills the wave. He will go down, but it will get that same bounce principle that we talked about earlier. Death, though, taking quite a bit of damage from that electrocute. Free Bossman Jack is here. Rook jumping away.
Yeah, I like the way Rook is playing this early, going in and getting those short burst trades and not taking a lot of return damage. It's exactly how you want to play this, because your burst is way more than his yours, especially this early in the game, so you can out-trade him pretty handily.
I think she
oh,
sees
no.
It. Oh, okay. But now, right here, EJ Crafter is in some trouble. Slowed down by the Twitch, gets the Winter's Bite into the concussive blows. Valentine gets an easy kill with Kiroro's help.
Yeah, those Twitch invisibilities, you've always got to be like thinking Twitch is around, especially in the bot lane. You know he left lane, he's coming back, you've got to pretend he's still there. Probably get a pink ward in one of those side bushes just to be sure.
Goes in, he's level 6. Bossman Jack is low. They don't have enough health really to fight this. Bossman Jack will get the honey fruit. Now that Valentine has joined, the side of the Silver Smashers has to back up. Azir is here. He's ready to come in. Yoshiji goes in first. Bossman Jack is low, but that's a 1v4. A kill over for free Bossman Jack. Drake taken as well. That's really good news for the side of Team Unknown. Meanwhile, up on the top side, Kodo Draco goes in with the Justice Punch. Idol of Duran will secure a little bit more damage here. Empowered auto attacks are both of these champions' passives. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Another
One of
Justice
them's just
Punch.
a harder punch, and the other one's one that steals your life.
Exactly. Free Bossman Jack is in some trouble here. Grumpy will get the something seed, if I remember right.
Man, like Ivern is beating him up. I would not expect that from Ivern like that. He's just slapping him with those little auto attacks he does.
I think that full AP Udyr is it's a build for sure, and without maxing out that turtle stance, you don't actually get very tanky with that build. So I imagine that's what's going on, is the damage from the Ivern is enough to counteract the lack of defenses from the... Oh, never mind. We're going to talk about EJ Crafter, who takes quite a lot of damage. Death actually goes down on the dive. And now Valentine is caught. Rook is there. Flash over for Valentine. He is invisible. Hiroro and Bossman Jack are there. Are they going to get the stun? They get the concussive blows onto Rookyu, who is still looking for Valentine. He doesn't burn a flash, but he does take quite a lot of damage.
I like how he just turned around and got himself a plate as he exited.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me grab this.
Bossman Jack might be in some trouble behind enemy lines in the jungle on the bottom side. He's gonna go for the execute, I think. He actually might make it through the jungle, while up on top side, Mr. X and Kodo Draco are continuing to just fight for fight's sake. Kodo Draco is up on mana, he's up on health. Bossman Jack is low on mana as well, hit with the root collar. The Siege Shield is enough to keep Grump close and dealing damage. Low mana though. Low mana costs, I should say, means Kodo Draco can get up there, flash away, but Grump still gets caught with the ultimate. Rook gets on the killing spree regardless. Grump is super, super low, goes down to death. Death and Kodo Draco now going on to Mr. X. A lot of damage onto the Maokai. The Justice Punch will help secure that one. Rookyu, though, is still very, very strong, very healthy as well. Death wants to run away. He flashes. Yoshiji follows. Death is slowed. He's caught with the wind becomes lightning jump. Yoshiji picks up that kill, and 8-6 now. Silver Smashers ahead.
1k gold lead, exactly, too. A lot of fun little fights going on around this one. I mean, we're getting a decent amount of kills, and the fights are pretty fun. Like, you can see everyone kind of thinking of what they're doing in the fights, trying to hide in a bush, trying to dodge these abilities, waiting for the right moment to flash. It's not anyone just like rolling their face on the keyboard.
Right.
Oh, man, those trades are so brutal watching him hit a Azir.
That is brutal, as was the bullet time onto Valentine while he was invisible. So much damage.
Yeah, luckily it's early enough that you can still, if you're not low health, you can kind of get out of that before you die, but later on in the game, and I think just does so much damage if you step in it too long. I don't know if you've ever been in a game where you think you're out of the bullet time, but it's still barely hitting you, and your health just disappears.
Every time. I understand that it's a concept of understanding where the hitboxes are, but I just don't. Because I get hit with every single bullet time, even when I'm sure that I'm out of the range.
You're in your own fountain, you see MF in bot lane, still getting hit by it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's basically that ridiculous. It's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome.
But 900 gold is the separation between these teams, and the objectives have been completely split. 1 Drake to 3 Grubs. Kills at, I want to say that Team Unknown got the first 3 kills, but I do not properly recall. Death gets the push underneath the turret, and he was already aggroed. He jumps away though. Death is low. Flash forward from Rook. Takes another turret shot, but it is not enough. He stays alive. Yoshiji is going to be the next target. Valentine has arrived. They take him down. EJ Crafter is going to be the next one. He runs away with the shield from the Ivern. Flash forward to try and get the Rom Q, and it is not enough, but they will invade and take the red buff.
They came into that jungle just as a force, didn't they? Now that should give them dragon if they want to hit it now, right?
Valentine wants to go in onto. Oh man, EJ Crafter gets that flash away and survives. I think you're right though. The Drake is going to be the priority here for the side of Team Unknown.
I'm not sure if they'll go. Well, it looks like they will, but I was wondering if they would pull back because they didn't immediately go for it, because they're not all in position to help Udyr with it, but they have a ward on it. So they're going to know as soon as it gets started. Oh, Braum just got chunked.
The Electrocute buff, I think, is way stronger than Riot intended, because it's crazy. Yoshiji also is crazy going in onto Hiroro. with the bullet time not being blocked by the door. Big play for the side of the Silver Smashers. Valentine gets a kill onto Yoshiji. Now Rook Yu is in a 1v2 situation. Blue team has secured the Drake. Silver Smashers get that one, meaning that they are at 2 out of 3 for the feats in terms of the objectives. Another noodle fight up here. Mr. X versus Kodo Draco. It's going just about as evenly as it has gone the entire game, but this time Void Mites are involved.
I don't think the Void Mites liked him taking that ward.
Yoshiji is here. Kodo Draco flashes, but it was very early. The ultimate goes in from Mr. X. Idol of Duran will not save him. Up on the top side, Grump is caught by Kiroro and free Bossman Jack. They get the stun with the concussive blows, but they don't deal a lot of damage between the two of them. Rookyu is legendary as he kills Death in the mid lane. Bossman Jack is caught. Bossman Jack is killed. Grumpy gets quite a lead going here on the Ivern.
And this should secure them to grubs. That's the only objective up right now. No one is up on the map to even stop it, so easy grab for the grubs. It's going to give them a lot more pushing power, which they'll probably need with this team. I mean, MF's the only one that really kills towers. I mean, Zenzel does pretty well, but being support, I don't know if he'll have the items or damage, but this will definitely help them be able to shove down these lanes and take these towers as the game goes on.
Yeah, I had to fight a support Vi the other night. Oh my gosh, yeah, okay, let's ignore that and let's talk about Electrocute right now, because oh my gosh, why is that legal?
You don't like the Electrocute buff?
I didn't say that. I asked why it's legal. Those are two very different questions.
Do you want the smart aleck response?
Sure.
Well, you see, nobody in the government went and put up a bill to have it passed to make it illegal.
I got you. But huge amounts of damage. Death might be in some trouble. Okay, he dodges out the W, which is I'm pretty sure he could have died there.
Yeah, look at the 10 Magi stacks. Pretty much 2 items over him. He's got not even full boots, almost his first item, and down by, 2 levels? So, yeah, probably would have almost killed him. A full combo probably would have killed him, being down 2 levels like that and item-wise.
14-8, the side of Silver Smashers ahead. 1 kill a minute already for just Silver Smashers means that this game is probably going to give us the Ruinous Otacon. Bossman Jack, again, going with the ability power means that he has no turtle stance and he has no resistances. The shield does come up. Rook is going to be in the front lines, able to jump away and stay safe. Grumpy wants to re-engage, gets a level up, and wants to get that root collar down, because Yoshiji is here on the bottom side with Crafter, and they get the drop onto the Udyr, but Kiroro says, I am unstoppable. They block it. Next up, the ultimate onto Yoshiji will knock him up. Damage onto EJ Crafter, but that is the redemption. It does heal, but it is not enough to save him. Death has joined this fight. Mr. X and Yoshiji are in the front lines. They're going after Jack again. And Kodo Draco on the top side. As of now, it is a 1-for-1, and Silver Smashers are retreating, going down into the river. I think that's the end of the fight.
I don't know. This is... You know what happens with... You think it's over in these games, they just tend to start right up again, but I think you actually might be right this time. Everyone's going to take a moment to go back and regroup. I think this is exactly how Silver Smashers wants to be. They want to be ahead like this with how well Team Unknown scales, but they need to keep pushing this lead. You cannot, don't try to give Twitch any more kills, because he has a decent amount of kills right now. You definitely don't want to give anything to Azir, because if you have both of these champions together with their team, able to just sit and throw damage out, you're going to die later on in the game. So I think they really need to make sure they keep pushing this game further ahead. They're only 3,000 or 4,000 ahead right now. I don't think it's big enough if this game goes late. goes too much later. They really need to get the rest of these objectives, get the dragon stacking even more, and keep these carries down. Like, they're doing really well at stopping Azir, but they need to make sure Twitch isn't getting more kills too.
Absolutely. And with that collector plus a BF sword, I think going into the Infinity Edge that early, that's going to be tough.
Yeah, that's. I mean, they are. It will be. You know, next patch it'll be 150 less gold or 250. I don't remember what it is, but that'll be a nice bet. Although they are taking damage off Infinity Edge.
Here comes the next fight. Daisy is going to be killed early, as will be Grumpy. Valentine gets that one, but Rook is legendary as he takes down Valentine. Kirobo jumps over with the Blast Cone, and Team Unknown have to retreat. The Drake is available, but Smite on the side of Free Boss Man Jack means that Team Unknown should be comfortable enough to come and contest this.
Yeah, there's nothing they can do about this. Aurora's still alive. Azir's in the mid farming. He doesn't have enough damage right now to really get through that team and kill anybody. So I think it's definitely best to back off and just let him have this dragon. It's only 2 dragons. You're not at this point too worried about Soul. There's no reason to throw any more gold back at them. Or maybe there is. I was not watching when he came out. I don't know what happened with Proto Draco, why he went in there. I'm not really sure why that play was made, but yeah, that is not what you wanted at this point in time.
Definitely
and
not.
Even Xin Zhao's scary at this point where he has a full item.
And that's
5
what's
kills.
extra terrifying is the speed with which he was able to do exactly that. And the state of the game is getting really, really hard for Team Unknown to stay in it.
Yeah, I mean, you saw how well Valentine was doing there. You know, he got a kill. He was getting off a whole bunch of auto attacks, but as soon as Aurora came in and comboed him, he just disappeared. And that's what's going to make this so hard, is the carries, like, if they get close, they're opening themselves up to be damaged, and they don't have enough damage or tankiness at this point in time to save them.
That might be a good fight for Team Unknown. He gets the contaminate, he gets the kill in fact. Valentine may go down, but do they have the edge here? Yoshiji is in a 1v3. Never mind, Rook is on the backside, throws down his ultimate, and the damage is everywhere. Team Unknown is routed. They are caught and they are killed. 4-1 trade in favor of the Silver Smashers.
Yeah, it looked like a good fight at the start, but I think they went after it a little too much, and it allowed the re-initiation, or re-engage, I should say, onto them, and the damage coming from Aurora just melted the entire team.
The damage coming from everyone. Yoshiji dove that turret with no hesitation. They take that one down, they get another kill, that's the ace. Mid inner turret is down, and Silver Smashers are smashing this game.
Yes, they are. Twitch got another kill. I mean, he's on a 2-item power spike right now. If they can just slow this game down a little bit, let Azir come back, or just get Twitch even more fed, but he's got to stay alive in these fights. If he can stay alive past the first initiation of these fights, like, he can do a lot, but he's just getting blown up as soon as he gets a kill or gets close enough.
Death might be caught here. Crafter is on his way. Deals quite a lot of damage with these 2 items, but the Shifting Sands means that he can get away, and Death stays alive on the bottom side.
Udyr's starting to get into some tanky items now, so he's still gonna be squishy for a while.
He finds Crafter. Valentine is here as well, and that was some poor pathing. Valentine still in this game, getting kills and getting gold.
Yeah, this is definitely where the money needs to be going.
Another fight up on the top side. Otacon has been started by the Silver Smashers. They have 4 members. Their only one not there is MF because she died. But objective bounty claimed on the bottom side. Death will take that turret, and the threat of collapse, I think, is enough to dissuade Silver Smashers from continuing the Otacon take.
Yeah, I think the threat of Twitch.
Bossman Jack goes in. He didn't realize it was a 1v3. It was Blast Cone into Blast Cone, and he's caught inside the blue pit instead of going into the river. That was tragic for Bossman Jack.
Yeah, that might just... No, they're going to collapse on mid. I was thinking they might collapse on the Otacon right now, but with Udyr being down, it should be... As long as they can keep Twitch away, it should be fairly free. Yeah, so they're going to go back and collapse on it now, and it should be free for them. They shouldn't have anyone bothering for it.
Aurora is terrifying. 14-0, meaning all of that farm, all those kills, all that gold. 4 completed items here for the Aurora is crazy. Yoshiji, as a support, like you said, with that one item, doing quite a lot of work there, winning the trade against Kodo Draco. And meanwhile, his team takes a turret, and they get to continue engaging and just doing whatever they want. The amount of pressure out of the Silver Smashers is just insane.
Did you see the damage that Maokai just put on Azir with one Bramble Smash? I believe it took a third of his health. And all he did was Bramble Smash him.
Maokai has, when you level up that Q, it does end up doing a lot, but also doing a lot is the bullet time and the rest of the Silver Smashers. Rook is still legendary, 15-0, playing incredibly well on this Aurora.
Yeah, he's been putting on a masterclass this game. Just everywhere around the map. Look, 15, a lot of kill participation, 15 kills, 3 assists. You know, everywhere his team needs him, he's getting these engages with the ultimate or following up. Oh, well, yeah, you're not tanky enough for Twitch.
Is anyone ever really tanky enough for Twitch? Let's be real here.
Not when he's not when he has
might be if he uses his Crescent Sweep. Valentine is there. They get the knockup. That's more gold over to Valentine. And Team Unknown are still in this game.
Yeah, I think you can let this dragon go as well. You're not really going to contest it. Aurora's going to nuke your entire team with that ultimate and then put all that damage across the team. And even if she doesn't kill anybody right away, it's going to chunk everyone super hard. So I don't know if you go for this.
Well, they're doing it with the numbers advantage, with Xin Zhao and Maokai both gone, and knowledge of where the rest of the Silver Smashers are. They're going. Rook might get caught. He is indeed taunted. Do they have the damage going in onto Grumpy? Bossman Jack is pulled back. Crafter gets the kill. A nice Emperor's Divide to try and do something here. Crafter gets hit by it, but the rest of Team Unknown are just pushed right outside of the fight. Grumpy gets the kill onto Kiroro, and they don't have the damage to do anything to the Silver Smashers.
Yeah, Twitch wasn't even there when they started that, and then I don't think he could get to the position he actually wanted to be. No, he didn't know that Rook was there!
Oh, flash forward, and Rook probably at 17 kills now. I haven't been keeping track since we last saw 15, but huge, and that's still, again, 27 kills in 25 minutes. Silver Smashers are smashing.
Oh man, that feels bad. He did not know the Rook was there, gets killed again, just feeding more money into Rook. Oh, that Magi's is stacked. It has been stacked at 25 for I don't know how long now, but I'm assuming we'll see an Infinity Edge, not Infinity Edge. Yes, we'll see an Infinity Edge on Aurora.
Death cap.
We'll see a death cap here real soon. And if you get a death cap and a fully stacked Magi's, that is a ridiculous amount of AP.
Absolutely. Yoshiji is here with Mr. X. They find Kodo Draco. They snare him up. They knock him up. They got some damage, knock him back. And they're keeping on going, and Kodo Draco has nothing to do here. Now Bossman Jack in a 1v2. Daisy shows up. Valentine is here as well, dealing quite a lot of damage. Kiroro throws up the door. Everyone is still alive from the side of Team Unknown, but Kiroro is really close. Throws down the ultimate, but it's not enough as Rook takes him down as well.
Oh
Valentine
no!
is the next target. Yoshiji found him. He has no lifesteal, and even if he did, he didn't get a chance to auto attack. That's still more kills on the side of the Silver Smashers. They have the grubs. They have the team. They're going for the turret. They're going for the inhibitor. I think they might be able to win right here.
Azir needs to stay alive. If he dies here, it's definitely over. If he can stay alive and try to like shuffle everything back or just kill the wave, they'll be okay.
He is still alive right now. Kiroro is there. They get the knockback, but it pulls everyone out of Galio's ultimate. The Nexus is exposed. Death goes down. Never mind, he flashes away. It was really close. Yoshiji is very low, but on the side, Crafter is taking out the Nexus. Yoshiji goes down. They kill the members of the Silver Smashers, but not quick enough. And no, they saved it! The Nexus is still alive!
Oh my god!
With 116 health!
I can't believe that. I'm pretty sure a minion was slacking there thinking the game was over. I'm pretty sure one minion auto attack would have killed that. There had to have been a minion who was taking a coffee break.
Absolutely. And the audacity of that minion to do so right in front of Team Unknown and their base and you know, when the boss was looking, Silver Smashers were right there as well. They need to burn this down real quick. Once Azir is here, watch how Baron's health goes down. They have to get this done before Grumpy makes it up to the pit.
Yeah, they should have it. Oh my. They better get out of there now, though.
So, everyone in your solo queue games, this is why you fight until the end, because you never know. Look at how much that Nexus has healed.
Yeah, and now you have the respawning turrets.
True. So
you
in
can't
the next,
just backdoor once it respawns.
yeah, it's 3 minutes from the time they go down, so we've got about 2 minutes left before they do come back up. Otacon is now the target, and Silver Smashers are doing quite a lot of work on that.
No, see, this is the Otacon you stand next to. The other one is the one you stand away from.
So, how's that?
One of them does an AoE. Oh!
Never mind. Valentine is instantly killed. Death will get his ultimate to save his own life. Kodo Draco has shown up. Mr. X will be the next target because Rook has already made it out of the fight. Never mind. He came back in. He has a shield. He's still alive. Bullet Time will keep the rest of Team Unknown out of the fight. Kiroro is the next target. He will die. Double kill for the Misfortune, and that was it. The back has, or rather the teleport for Kodo Draco is there, but he is 1 versus 5, and that is going to be it. The Silver Smashers taking game number 1 of our finals.